Hi, I'm Danielle Daniel. I'm a psychotherapist and Doctor of Clinical Psychology student from San Diego, California. I'm going to talk about mindset and belief, but from the brain science perspective, which I love. So let me tell you a little bit about me and how I got started in this business. So I was working full-time as a psychotherapist, meaning in a clinic 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. And I had gone on a family vacation. And my brother-in-law's family are multi-million-dollar earners in network marketing, and we were staying at this resort. I kid you not, you guys. This resort is actually a private house, but I call it a resort because it has 4 swimming pools, 2 water slides, and it's incredible. And I'm sitting there with my family and watching my brother-in-law. He has created this entire life for my sister and him and their kids, and just being able to not have any of the stress that most of us in a 9 to 5 job have had. And I'm watching him going, he is so lucky. And that was the first thought that came to my mind. And I realized in that moment, thank goodness, I realized I thought it was about luck. And so mindset is crucial. So when I realized I thought it was about luck, I immediately changed that mindset in me. And I said, no. It's about being capable, and I am capable. I can do this. And so I started from then on out. I loved doTERRA already. I had been using essential oils for over 20 years of my life, but I had been using doTERRA just recently, and I knew they were different. So I decided I am going to do this. I called my friend Kirsten Kirschbaum, who had introduced me, and said, let's do this. I'm a psychotherapist who also is going to sell oils now. I love it. So mindset is key, and there's a couple things I'm going to help you understand about the brain and changing our mindset so we don't keep us in the same patterns, because it's not about luck. It's about mindset. So let's talk about brain science, which I love. So when you're looking at your mindset and your beliefs, there's actually 2 different structures in the brain that play a big role in this. First one, and I'm going to be brief on this, but it's called the reticular activating system. The second one is called the dorsal anterior cingulate cortex. I'm not doing a quiz, so you don't have to memorize these, but they're 2 brain structures. The first one that I talked about, the RAS, what it does is it brings to your conscious awareness those things that are important to you, that are beliefs for you. So if I believe that I am someone who just works and lives paycheck to paycheck, guess what? My RAS is going to bring to my awareness cues that keep me living paycheck to paycheck. And if I can change that belief and go, oh, no, I'm someone am capable of earning any amount of income I desire, then it's going to bring to my awareness cues and things that are allowing me to expand my income and expand my reach. So the second part of this brain structure that I talked about, the DACC is the short name for it. What this brain structure does is when we do anything outside of our norm, okay, when we go outside of our comfort zone, it sends a risk assessment through your entire body, which sends an anxiety signal to your body, right? An anxiety response to your body. So what happens is it makes you not want to go down that track because you're not used to it. So when you understand that one part of your brain is finding cues that are part of your belief system, the other part is sending a signal of anxiety to your body if you go outside of your belief system, then you need to learn how to actually bypass that. So the way to bypass that are a few techniques that I'm going to have you do. The first one is going to be being aware of what your beliefs are, being aware of what those false little thoughts are. And then you're going to write them down into what I call, being from California, right, flip-flop statements. I love my flip-flops. In fact, when I got my first job, and I remember they said, you can't wear anything but closed-toed shoes. I'm like, what? It's California. We wear flip-flops, okay? So I knew I had to create a life that every day could be a flip-flop day. So let's talk about flip-flop statements. This is going to be the opposite of what you believe in the positive present tense. So instead of being like, I live paycheck to paycheck, say, I am capable of earning any amount of income I desire. Or you could say, I'm $1 million earner. Types of things like that, and you want to change those. If it's something, maybe it's something more personal, like, I'm not loved. Then you can say, I am loved and I'm lovable. Those are your flip-flop statements. The second part of that is being to anchor those emotionally. And that's going to be what will help the anxiety response that gets triggered from that second brain structure that I talked about. So anchoring those things emotionally is a couple of ways. First, visualizing. After you write those down and you want to read them every single day, record yourself doing corny voice memos so you can listen to it, and listen to these things and visualize, see yourself, feel the emotion of it. Okay, so that's the one part. Another thing you can do is journal. Journal that day that is just like your most ideal life. So those are the types of things that can emotionally anchor those flip-flop statements so that you can start to create new beliefs. You guys, I didn't come from this, oh, I believe I could do anything type personality. I actually grew up in a very limited income household, and even coming from an abusive background to where now I've turned that around and had it be a strength for me. This business is an amazing journey where everyone has a different set of skills and backgrounds, and we're all on a different journey. So embrace the journey you're on. Embrace the changes that you need to make in your belief, because those are what make you powerful as a leader. There was this guy who was homeless, and one night the temperature dropped and he was inside of his tent, and he tells us the next day how scared he was because all around his tent was this rattlesnake who was also cold and trying to get in and trying to find an opening all around his tent as it slithered around. And what happened was he kept that tent zipped so tight because he was afraid it would get in, and he wanted to stay warm as well as did the rattlesnake. And why I tell you this story is I want you to remember there are going to be so many ways that false beliefs and thoughts are going to attack you. Keep your tent zipped tight, because your mindset is what will create that success in your business. Let me do a quick summary of what we've talked about. First, you need to be aware of what those beliefs are. Second, write those flip-flop statements, which are in the positive present tense. Third, listen to them, read them, and write them in a journal and visualize them every single day. It takes that to keep your tent zipped up tight. It really takes that diligence. And fourth, if you're interested in something, you'll do what is convenient. And if you're committed, you'll do whatever it takes. And that's what it takes to be successful. So if you want to learn more about mindset and belief, you can connect with me on Facebook at facebook.com/Holpsych, HOLPSYCH. And I look forward to seeing your massive success from this.